Let's be real. Most people live their lives trying to make everyone else happy. They follow the path their parents laid out, or they chase what society tells them they should be doing. But one of the greatest beauties and biggest secrets of life is that you can do whatever you want with yours. There's no wrong way to live it. You don't have to do what everyone tells you you're supposed to do. You can do whatever the hell you want. So how do you want to live your life? Hi, my name's Ellis Michaels. I'm a writer, a musician, and a comedian who spent 15 years working in the mental health field, helping hundreds of young adults find direction, crush their goals, and go on to lead happy, fulfilling lives. Now, I'm here to help you do the same. No sugarcoating, no PC nonsense, just the truth. What you do with it is up to you. It's 100% up to you to figure out how you want to live your life. That might come as a shock because a lot of people don't realize that. I didn't realize that until I was like almost 30. Because, when I was growing up, I was taught that you got a few options. You get the military, you got college, and you get the workforce. That's it. I didn't know I wasn't told you could be an entrepreneur. You could be, you could follow your own path. You could be a digital nomad. You could do all these different things. I didn't know you could do that. It just didn't, none of that stuff occurred to me. So I did what I thought I was supposed to do. And a lot of people do that. And a lot of people end up miserable because of it. I see it all the time. People doing what their parents wanted them to do. Doctors, lawyers. You know how many fucking miserable doctors, lawyers, and other professionals there are out there who absolutely hate their jobs. They hate their coworkers and they hate their fucking lives, but they picked it because that's what their parents told them that they were supposed to do. Well, guess what? Your parents don't know shit. It's your life, not theirs. So if you don't want to do what they want you to do, then, well, guess what? You don't have to. You can do whatever you want in this life. You want to just travel around the world banging hookers? You can do that. If you want to do the normal, go to school, get a job, get a wife, get a dog, get 2.5 kids, a picket fence, and retire when you're 65, you can do that too. You can do anything you want, but the real question is, what do you want? What do you want to do with your life? This is where a lot of people fall short. They have no idea. You ask, are you happy? And of course, people say, no, I fucking hate my job. I hate this, that, blah, 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 blah. Well, what do you want? What would make you happy? And most people don't have an answer to that. A lot of people don't really know. And that's something you have to think about hard. You need to figure out, what do you want? What do you want out of life? What do you want out of the next year? What do you want out of the next 5? What do you want out of the entirety of your life? Do you want to travel a lot? Do you want to bang a lot of chicks? Do you want to be a famous musician? Do you want to be the world's biggest fucking bodybuilder? What do you want to do? It's up to you. You can do anything. You want to be a fighter pilot? You want to be a fireman? It doesn't matter what. What matters is figuring out what. And that's hard. That's hard for a lot of people. It was hard for me. I always wanted to do something creative. The thought of working for somebody else, making them rich off my labor, it just ate away at my soul for those 15 years I was working in the mental health field. And the years before that when I was working as an EMT and all the other odd jobs I had before that as a teen and in my late 20s, it just fucking ate away at my soul knowing that I'm working my ass off to make some asshole who just doesn't work at all, some executive, super rich. It killed me. I hated it. But I didn't know there was another option. I didn't know there was another way. What I wanted to get out was to get out of the rat race and set my own hours and do my own thing. But I wasn't really sure how to figure that out. So how do you figure out what you want? Well, I say grab a pen and a pad or grab your phone or grab a laptop or something you can write with and just start brainstorming. This is kind of how I kind of figured out what I wanted. Is I came up with a list of this was about 15 years ago. I came up with a list of all the things I wanted to do in life before I die. Everything. And I had everything on there. All kinds of, I want to fly in a hot air balloon. I want to go to Myrtle Beach. I want to go to, I just listed all the stuff I wanted to do. And, that's where I started, and that's kind of where I started figuring everything else. Just write stuff down, brainstorm, and go from there, and see if what jumps out at you. Or maybe you already know. Maybe you know exactly what you want to do. Maybe you have it in your heart. You want to be an artist. Well, in my opinion, I say pursue that shit with all your passion. Is it hard to make a living as an artist? Yeah, it is. It's hard, but can it be done? Yep, it can. And if you want it bad enough, you can figure it out. But it's all about what you want. What do you want? That's the real beauty of life, if you ask me. It's one of life's beauties. There's a lot of ugliness in this world. There's a lot of bad shit. There's a lot of evil and hatred and all kinds of horrible shit. But there's a lot of beauty too. And one of the most beautiful things about life, in my opinion, is that there's no wrong way to live it. You can live life however the fuck you want. You want to live your life living on the streets of fucking Portland, Oregon, shooting heroin, wandering around like a zombie all day? You can do that. You want to be a fucking environmental lawyer in Louisiana? You can do that. You want to be... You get my point. You can be whatever the fuck you want. You want to be some asshole sitting in front of a fucking camera talking into a microphone on a video? You can do that. You can do whatever you want. There's no wrong way to live life. You know, my philosophy, as long as you're not hurting other people, do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's what makes life interesting, is people doing their own thing, doing what they want, not doing what they think they should do or what other people want them to do. That's boring as fuck. That's not interesting at all. What's interesting is people who pursue their passions. That's why we look up to people who do that, because so many of us are afraid to do it ourselves that when we see people go out and actually, you know, the actor who moves to Hollywood, even though they have no connections out there, but they want it. They want to be an actor, so they take that first step and move out to Hollywood. And maybe they fail, but that doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is that they fucking tried. They figured out what they wanted and they went for it. That, to me, that's success. That is a successful person. The loser is the one who can't figure out what he wants or knows what he wants but is too afraid to try to even start to go out and get it. You know, that's no way to live. That's just sad. And I say that as someone who kind of lived that life for a long time. I was miserable for a long time. I didn't know what I wanted in life. I just wasn't happy, but eventually I figured it all out and here I am. But the last point I want to make is that no matter what you do, somebody is going to have a problem with it. No matter what you want to be in life, somebody is going to talk shit. There's always going to be haters. So you might as well do what you want to do. You know, if you're trying to do something to impress these people, well, guess what? Those people are going to think you're an idiot. If you're trying to impress those people, these people are going to think you're a moron. So no matter what you do, someone is going to talk shit. I mean, trust me, as someone who's been putting videos out on on YouTube and TikTok and stuff for a couple of years, like my music comedy videos, the vast majority of people fucking love them. I get compliments all the time about how great they are, and it's part of the reason why I started this channel, because people really respond to my authenticity, and they wanted more. So, but I put myself out there, and not like 98% of the comments and stuff I get are positive. But there's 1 or 2 haters. 1 or 2% of them are haters, and guess what? I don't give a fuck. My videos aren't for them. They're for people who like them. Just like what you do shouldn't be for the people who are going to talk shit. You should be doing it for yourself and the people who are going to like what you're doing. Who gives a fuck about the haters? Let people talk shit. I mean, that's, yeah, honestly, at least when it comes to like online stuff, you want haters. Haters are a good thing. The more haters you get, the better you're doing, honestly, because then your supporters will come and back you up, and there's a lot to it. But anyway, you need to figure out what you want. What do you want? Not what your parents want, not what your friends want, not what society wants, not any of that shit. What the fuck do you want? Before you can take that first step, before you can start chasing your dreams with every ounce of passion that you have, you first have to answer the question, what do you want? What do you want? Till next time, be well.